Let's look at a few examples on how to read a tape measure. And for the sake of simplicity, we'll be focusing only on the inch unit. Question number 1 asks, what is the measurement of the white mark in the image below? Now before we get started, remember that in a typical tape measure, as you see here, an inch is subdivided into 16 intervals, each marking 1/16 of an inch. So if we take a look here, we have this white mark that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9/16 of an inch greater than 1 inch. So to answer this question, that white mark is 1 inch plus 9/16 of an inch. And I'll denote an inch with this double apostrophe. Now you can quickly read this rather than reading those small tick marks by seeing that this is the halfway mark. That tick right there is the halfway mark of an inch, and it's only 1/16 more than the halfway mark. So 8/16 plus 1/16 makes 9/16 of an inch. Okay, that question was easy. Let's take a look at some more problems. What is the measurement of the gray shaded region? Write your answer in feet and inches when applicable. Assume the tape measure starts at 0 inches. So the part where they're asking about writing your answer in feet and inches only applies to examples that are 12 inches or more. Because for every 12 inches, we have 1 foot. Anything less than 12 inches, we simply write it in inches. Here's an example of something that's less than 12 inches. Take a look. The measurement extends beyond the 10-inch mark plus 2 ticks. Each of those ticks is 1/16. So that's 1/16. That's 2/16. Now, you don't want to write down 10 inches and 2/16. You want to make sure that the 2/16 part is reduced to lowest terms. So rather than having it like this, you should have 10 and 1/8. Remember that 2/16 reduces down to 1/8. Both 2 and 16 are divisible by 2, so we can divide both those numbers by 2 to get 1/8 of an inch. Let's do another example. In question B, again, we have a measurement that extends beyond the 55-inch mark. So let's write our answer in inches first, and then we'll convert that into feet and inches after. So in inches only, our answer is 55 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the halfway mark. 9, 10, 11/16 of an inch. So we have 55 and 11/16 of an inch. That's our answer in inches, but now we want to write it in feet and inches. Now remember, every 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So 12 inches is 1 foot, 24 inches is 2 feet, 36 inches is 3 feet, and 48 inches is 4 feet. If we go one more, 5 feet is 60 inches. So clearly this is not 5 feet, it's less than 5 feet. We'll say that it's 4 feet, since that's what leads us to 48 inches. And the difference from the 55 and 11/16 mark to 48 will mark how many inches left over there are after the 4 feet. So from 48 to 55, that marks 7 inches and that 11/16 that we found earlier. So again, this is like saying 48 inches plus 7 and 11/16 inches, which amounts to 55 and 11/16. For this particular example, this is your answer. And for the previous, that's your answer. Now, if you're asked to combine these two measurements, you will have to use what we found in inches here and what we found in inches here. Once you combine them in inches, then you can convert them into feet and inches if prompted. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below.